Hi everyone, I'm Michelle DiCarlo with Discover Encinitas, and today I am here with Judi Sanzo, the CEO and President of Rancho Coastal Humane Society. Hi Judi.
Hi Michelle, how are you?
I am great. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
So, are you guys open right now, or how are things going?
Well, the shelter is not open to the general public, but we are still doing adoptions by appointment only, and so we're still adopting out dogs, cats, and rabbits. Volunteers are starting to come back on schedule to spend time with the animals that are here, and some of our programs are ramping up to renew again in June and July.
In June and July. Okay, so for now, if somebody was interested in adoption, they can get an appointment to come.
Correct. We ask them to go online and get our adoption survey, complete that, send it in. They'll get a personal call, a long discussion about some of the animals that are in the shelter, a particular one if they identified it, and then we'll do a meet and greet. We are probably the only shelter in San Diego County who's actually still doing an interaction. We want a person to get a feel for whether it's the right dog for them. On cats, generally the people who are selecting the cats are going home with the cats curbside, but in most scenarios there is a desire to make sure that this is a good match, and so we're continuing to do that. If a person has a resident dog, somebody in the home, we ask them to bring their dog. If there are children, we ask them to bring their children. We do masks and social distancing, but we're still doing those introductions. Because if it's not a good match, then the animal's going to end up back in the shelter, and that's just too hard.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I can imagine. That's great that you do the meet and greet.
The meet and greet, we have dedicated yards that we're doing them all in, and then we do all the paperwork electronically and the credit card electronically, so we can make that happen. So we started adoptions by appointment on April 20th. We've adopted out more than 45 animals so far.
Wow.
So we're doing what we need to do.
Wow, that's like in 1 month's time, 45 animals, well, by appointment only.
By appointment only.
Beautiful. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. I have the most amazing team. They are so energetic and excited about it. They accepted all of the protocols, all the protections, and they're doing a great job. They're making matches that are good, solid, forever homes.
Oh, I love that. That's so great. Is there anything the community can do to help support you guys?
What we're doing right now is we are still looking for donations. We are accepting donations of pet supplies, which are always very important to us, and pet food, which is important to us because we have a pet food bank and we feed at least 20,000 pet meals a month out of our pet food bank. And so we are always looking to replenish what's going on in the pet food bank, and we've opened the pet food bank every weekend now through the end of June, which used to be just twice a month.
So is that something they can just drop off?
So they can drop off the food, and as it relates to the pet food bank, between 9 and 11, they can come any Saturday morning and tell us what their pet needs are, and we'll try and fulfill those needs with food and maybe some supplies.
Wow, that's great. Okay, anything else we can do as a community to help?
Well, I think that the other thing is keep looking for our thrift store to open. We have an amazing thrift store. It's been closed since March 15th. It's going to open on June 15th. And so we'll be looking for everyone who is cleaning out their closet and organizing their garage to bring their donations to us.
Oh, that's great.
Starting June 15, the revenues from the thrift shop supports the shelter. So it's really important for us to make sure that stays fully stocked. And there are lots of people really looking forward to the day we're going to open again.
I'll tell you, I'm one of those.
Okay.
I've got a whole bunch of stuff,
Wonderful.
You have time to get things cleared out, and that's what I'm sure a lot of people have. I'm sure you'll be fully stocked.
Well, we're excited about that, and we're just making sure that when we open, it'll be a soft opening on the 15th, and by the end of the month, we'll do a grand reopening. Once everybody's got the cadence down and we understand how many people we can get into the thrift shop and how we'll process the donations in a safe and secure way. So we're working through those protocols right now.
That's great. How long have you been a part of Rancho Coastal?
I've been part of Rancho Coastal now, every time I say it, it turns out to be longer than I originally anticipated. I came on the board in October of 2013. I served on the board for almost 5 years before I took the position of president and CEO. So now I'm involved in day-to-day operations.
Okay.
So I just had my 2nd year anniversary.
Oh, well, happy anniversary.
Well, thank you.
What drew you here? What was the motivation here?
I think this has been where I was supposed to be all my life. I'm a 30-year lawyer. I did litigation for years and years. And as my practice changed, I started to work on my give back to the community, and that included working with nonprofit organizations. That caught the attention of the then president and CEO, who had a particularly complex issue regarding a government agency, and he asked me if I would help, and I did. I provided the services pro bono. I guess I did a great job. Next thing you know, I was invited on the board. But for me, this organization and this mission is exactly where I want to be at this stage in my life and in this stage of my career.
Yeah. Oh, how neat. What a great, just, it sort of organically.
It happened organically. It was really amazing because I closed an active practice to take on this responsibility, and I have not looked back for a moment. I think this is excellent. Every skill that I learned in dealing with government authorities and dealing with responsibilities, legal issues, real estate development concepts, all of that is going to, be benefiting by my legal expertise, which was part of the plan.
Oh, wow. That's perfect. Thank you. Okay, before I go, tell me a couple of things or your most favorite thing about this community, Encinitas part of area. What do you love most?
Well, this is just pet friendly. You can stop at any 4-way stop, and at least 3 of those cars will have animals in it. And everybody's taking their dog to the beach, and they're really engaged in the activity. And that really means a lot to me because the human-animal bond is a really important concept. And I think that's what Rancho Coastal really prides itself on, is not just addressing how to get homeless animals rehomed, but also how to teach children how to interact and coexist with animals, both in the wild and to care for their pets, and how to help somebody who's grieving the loss of a pet, how to help a woman who's a victim of domestic violence flee a home and be sure that her pet will be protected while she seeks shelter somewhere else. Those are things that we're doing, and they're all very, very important.
Yeah, very.
And Encinitas is just so welcoming. It's heaven. I mean,
yes, it is.
It is. It's heaven. I actually don't live. I didn't come from Encinitas. I used to commute a long way to come up to the shelter. But I've bought what I refer to as a she shed in Encinitas because I want to be close all the time.
It's worth it. It doesn't matter if it's a shed or whatever it is.
It is a small little manufactured home, and it's perfect.
Perfect, yeah, because you're here.
Because I'm here.
Yeah.
Because I'm here, around the corner. Could be here in 6 minutes.
Yeah. Really?
Yes, that close.
Wow, that's an awesome lifestyle right there.
It is.
Doing what you love, living where you love, and being close to work like that.
Yeah, and the work is just so fulfilling. I just can't even describe it. I went from representing clients in a variety of different matters to speaking on behalf of 4-legged creatures. And I find it to be just such an easy thing to be able to advocate for a domestic animal that relies on us for its very existence.
Gosh, well that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Judy, for taking the time to sit with me today.
Oh, I'm delighted. I'll talk to anybody about anything that Rancho Coastal does.
I don't blame you, and if I'm lucky, I will leave without a dog today because when I left to come here, my daughter said, "Mom, if you see a cute puppy, you bring it home." But we have 2 already, so I have to wait.
They are like Velcro. They do stick to your pants as you're leaving a shelter like ours.
Oh, yeah.
It's really a fun place. There's a lot of happy endings that occur here. And that's what really keeps us going.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, we have a medical facility that does phenomenal things to make sure they're ready to go home. And that's an important part of the process as well.
Yeah.
Sending home a healthy animal is really important to us.
Yeah.
So we microchip them, we'll spay or neuter, give them all their vaccinations, really get them ready to start their next second chance.
Yeah. Oh, that is great. I didn't realize you had a medical facility here too for that.
We do. We do. Yeah, and that's an integral part of what we're doing. We're looking, most of our animals come from other shelters. So 95% of our animals come from other shelters that are overcrowded. And when we bring them in, sometimes they have not had the medical care they need. So that's our first order of business, is get them well, get them healthy, make sure they're good adoptable animals, and then get them out into the community. If they have a condition we can fix, we'll fix it. If they have a condition we detect, we'll make sure the adopter knows about it, and that can fit in their lifestyle.
Wow. That's great. So they are given the best chance at having
Best chance.
the happiest, healthiest.
Absolutely, absolutely. My first dog from Rancho Coastal actually had a terminal heart condition. She was 10 years old. They gave her a terrible name. Her name was Grammy, which I thought was a terrible name for her. I took her home, adopted her. She had a 6-month prognosis. We got 2 wonderful, glorious years with her. And I felt that at the end of her life, she shouldn't be in a shelter. She needed to be home, surrounded by others who cared about her, including other like-minded, furry creatures. She was one of 4 at the time.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Aw, that's a sweet story. I love that. And that's what you guys do here.
That's what we do, really. We try and match the needs of the pet with the desire of the adopter, and hopefully end up leaving here happy. And then we get to hear all those happy tales afterwards, because they love to fill us in on what's happening.
Yeah.
We celebrate the 1-year anniversary of every adoption by sending out a special adoptiversary card to the adopters and asking for an update, and so we know what's happening in the world and how they've transitioned to their forever home.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Follow up and follow the dog and make sure that
Absolutely.
whichever dog or cat.
Dog, cat, rabbit. We have
Rabbit
rabbits.
too. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we
right.
have
Yes,
rabbits
I've seen
too.
the rabbit.
Definitely, definitely.
Great. Well, thanks again.
You're most welcome.